Hello, sons and daughters of God. Hello, Son of God. Hi. Thanks so much for joining in. So, I didn't even plan it, but our elder brother, I just was like, oh, I'm going to go sit on the couch and make a video. And I didn't even think about the fact that I have a picture of our elder brother right behind us. So the Course in Miracles is kind of like, to me, it's kind of like a spiritual version of this. Me walking up to you and saying, I've got some really good news. You have an inheritance. And if you do nothing, 50 years from now, you're going to inherit $100 billion. You're going to inherit an island in the Caribbean with a mansion that's fully staffed. And you don't have to do anything. Just hang out, and in 50 years, it's all yours. And if you want it sooner, there's some things you can do to help it come more quickly. But you don't have to. You're good. You're going to inherit it. And if you want it sooner, and you don't want to sort of struggle, the suffering of not having $100 billion and not having an island and a mansion in the Caribbean that's fully staffed. If you get kind of tired of not having that, here's some certain things that you can do that'll help that to come about more quickly. This would be a pretty good news, right? And most people would bust their ass to get that as soon as possible. Well, the Course in Miracles is kind of the spiritual version of that. Basically what it says is eternal love, life, joy, peace. And not just that, creativity. Some non-dual teachings just talk about eternal peace, and they make it seem like you just become this gaseous cloud that just floats around and does nothing. I mean, eternal peace is nice, but who wants to be a gassy cloud that just kind of you are pure consciousness? Okay, peace sounds nice, but a lot of the teachings, the description of what enlightenment's is just kind of especially once you leave the body, it's just kind of like nothing. Just kind of like peaceful nothingness forever. The Course says that our Creator created us with the same capacity to create. And, and that's part of what we'll be doing forever, creating. And in some ways, just loving and being loved by God, I assume, just deeper and deeper and better. Of course, I don't know that it quite says it that way, but definitely receiving love and extending love forever and creating. So that's the Course says that's your destiny. Oh, I like that. I like this new camera. That's your destiny. There's nothing you can do about it. You're destined. You're doomed to eternal peace, happiness, joy, creativity, love. And while it is inevitable, the Course says that that we don't have the capacity to say no to our inheritance, but we do have a capacity to delay it for a very long time. And that delay involves a lot of extra suffering. And that's why the Course says delay is meaningless in eternity, but tragic in time. That, in the ultimate truth, in eternity, we're already there, in a sense. Not in a sense, we're already there. And we're innocent. And while we're still perceiving this world and we're still here in time, delay is very tragic. Because look what we're delaying. We're delaying peace, love, creativity, freedom. And that's why the Course talks about saving time. It doesn't mean saving time like, come up with a new routine to do your laundry so it takes you 5 minutes less. What they mean is saving time between the inevitable happy ending for everyone, and it's like here we are and here we are, and maybe it's going to take without any effort, it's going to take us 1,000,000 years for us and everyone to find that freedom. But through working the Course and other spiritual endeavors, we can really decrease that amount of time. In fact, the Course calls it collapsing time or saving time. So just as in my metaphor of hey, you do nothing, it's yours in 50 years. Well, the Course doesn't give an exact time frame. It does point out that it's quite vast. If we don't do anything. And it also says that we have this amazing capacity to really shrink and shorten that time between right now and that inevitable happy forever after. And it's not just for us. It's not like we're saving time just between, here's our salvation, here we are, and here's our salvation. It's not like we're saving time just for our own salvation. The spiritual work we do actually saves time for everyone. Now that's a good deal. And to me, that's, I gotta say, that's one of the most exciting things about the Course for me. The Course says a lot, but what I've just shared, that's the most exciting component of the Course. That our happy forever after, not just ours, but everyone's happy forever after, it's already done. It's inevitable. And we can be a part, not of making the happy forever after happen, but of helping it to happen sooner. So that's why Jesus talks about in the Manual for Teachers, how should a miracle worker spend their days? He said you should start each day asking, with this idea of how can I save time? Because that's, once we step into the faith and trust that, in some sense, the knowing that me and everyone else is going to be saved, then it becomes this joyful play of helping it come about sooner. So let's play today. Let's save some time in joyful, fun ways. Miracles are not all, a miracle can be, the Course gives an example of a child and an adult bumping into each other. Instead of getting angry, they just look at each other and smile. A miracle can be, I had a miracle this evening. I was at the grocery store and I just started to dance as I was, looking for something. And this person came up next to me and they actually complimented my dancing, which was really nice because I sometimes feel a little insecure about it in public. So there's miracle number 1. Miracle number 2, that person started dancing along. So now there's 2 of us dancing in the grocery store. Miracle number 2. Miracle number 3, I noticed the song I was dancing to. We were dancing to Heaven on Earth. And I look over at this person, I go, get Heaven on Earth. I think that's worth dancing, don't you? And we looked at each other and we smiled. So miracles aren't always big explosions or amazing healings, but they are healings, and they do have repercussions that, according to the Course, don't just impact us, but impact the entire sonship, which is all of creation. So have fun. Go work some miracles today. Save some time. Thanks so much for joining in. Aloha.